So what should be the ideal retirement age? Should it be 58? Should it be 60? Should it be 65? Well, recently we saw these protests that we have reported. Those protests broke out in France over President Emmanuel Macron's decision to push the retirement age from what was 62. He wanted to push it up to 64, and he holds his ground on that. Back home in India, there's a similar dilemma coming through, although without the kind of protests we've seen in France. You see, the retirement age in India is among the lowest globally. Countries like the United States, also Italy, they've set the retirement age at 67 years. Spain and UK have set it at 66 years. But in India, the retirement age is between 58 and 60 years. Now, many in India Inc. are rather eager to extend the retirement age ceiling. While private sector employees are typically, they have this retirement age of anywhere between 58 and 60 years, there are many companies that are mulling increasing the retirement age to anywhere between 60 and 65 years. On the other hand, the retirement age for central government employees is 60 years. A section of India Inc. has already revised its retirement age upwards, and reports are now suggesting that several others are considering similar moves. Now remember, just last year, JP Morgan, which has 50,000 employees in India, raised the retirement age to 65 years. It was 60 for them. In a similar move, we've seen HR solutions provider Genius Consultants raising their superannuation age to 60 years from what was 58 years. So why are these companies keen to extend the retirement age? Well, firstly, they want to cater to the rising global demand for experienced leadership profiles. It also makes sense business-wise, as companies can now delay payment of retirement benefits like gratuity and also reduce pressure on their cash outflows. From an employee's perspective, this would translate into benefits such as medical, term life insurance, accident assurance, all continuing for an additional few years. But then there is a flip side to this as well. It could also mean a delay in opportunities for people to move up the ladder. And given India's young demographics, it would also mean fewer opportunities for young people to move in. And thus, not everyone is quite on board with this idea of raising the retirement age. There are companies like Tech Mahindra, for instance, who have reduced the retirement age from 58, they brought it down to 55 years. But for the time being, your experience and skills could push up your retirement age. Will we see similar moves across India Inc.? That's a space that we're watching very closely. Whether we are going to at least consider or start working on raising the retirement age ceiling is something we're waiting and watching out for.